Splice Citrus here again with a Genshin Impact video, and today we're going to talk about the new Genshin Sims edition, the Serenitea Pot. So mine looks like crap because I used to care what it looked like, but now I'm viewing it more objectively, and I am just trying to place as many high value items in my Serenitea Pot as possible to try to get my score up as high as possible to gain more realm currency per hour. So what I'm talking about that is so there is a certain number of items that you can have down at any time. My load value here is red. I can't stick another item down if I wanted to. So if I take this tree out, this number down here, this 30, is how much points it's worth if you place that item down. So let me take one of these, for example, one of these Foo Dog statues. Oh, where does that guy go? There he is. He's worth 90 points. So I have started making these things like crazy to try to get as many points as possible. But everything takes space, it takes load, and it's worth a certain number of points. So, and apparently I shouldn't have taken that tree out because now I'm 20 points down and now it won't let me put it back in. Oh, here we go. Alright, so yeah, that's how you get as many points as possible. Just use your highest value items, stick as much as you can on the map, and that's about it for the point system. Up next, let's talk about the store items that Tubby here sells. Got the Realm Depot here. So there's some really interesting items that he is selling that we're going to eventually be able to unlock. The first one here is Transient Resin, an item that can be used to replenish original resin at a value of 60. Once obtained, it'll automatically dissipate after a period of time, so it won't last forever. But the expiration time will be calculated from the Monday after this item is obtained, and it will disappear 7 days from then. Multiple transient resins obtained on different weeks will have their expiration dates counted independently. So what I kind of get from this is you'll probably be able to buy one of these a week, and basically it'll just be an extra 60 resin for you. So that's going to be really nice. Up next, we've got the Sanctifying Essence. This might be a once a week thing too. We'll see. But this will give you 10k artifact XP. Really, really nice there. Really big deal. And then we've got the Sanctifying Unction, which gives you 2500 artifact XP as well. Not sure on what the limit per day or per week is going to be on that one. Now if we go to the Furnishings tab, I already bought it today. I don't know if it'll be at the bottom of the list. Yep, here we are. Vial of Adeptal Seed. You can buy 5 of these every single day. And what these do is it'll immediately complete your furnishing creation. So make sure you're buying these daily. Get those maxed out. Buy every 5 every single day. Now you can see here there's also various furnishings that you can buy. These are just stuff that's just ready to go. It goes straight into your inventory. So you don't have to waste time making these. Now you can see there's different color backgrounds. The purple ones obviously are worth more points, hence they cost more. So make sure you're buying the purple stuff first to try to get as many points as possible. That way you can buy out the rest of the shop, and then you can actually redesign your Serenitea Pot with all your items and you can design it exactly how you want. Furnishing blueprints, same thing. However, these you do have to spend construction time on. They do cost materials to make. As you can see here, follows the same format. We've got the green background ones aren't going to be worth as much. Blue background worth a little more. And then we've got purple background stuff. There's one there. And then there's some at the bottom of the list here too. So make sure you're picking these up. Make sure you're getting the purple ones first. Try to get your point value as high as possible to try to farm as much currency as quickly as you possibly can. Alright, so up next, if we take a look at the map, now the construction time is 15 hours. It's a huge pain in the butt. That means it's 30 hours for 2 sets, and it really means that unless you're willing to wake up in the middle of the night, you're not going to be able to get 2 cycles of furnishings done every single day. It's going to go more of a pattern of 2 on Monday, 1 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, 1 on Thursday, so on and so forth. However, if a friend joins your Serenitea Pot and talks to Tubby, there will be a little option that pops up for his dialogue that allows you to aid in the construction of your friend's furnishings, and it takes 4 hours off of the time. Now, I'm not sure if it's a limit of 1 per day, if only 1 friend can do it, or if you can do it once per friend. I'm not entirely sure, but to allow friends to join your Serenitea Pot, you're going to open the map, and right up here where it says no guest currently, you're going to click on that, and then you got a drop down menu right here, so you can pick how you want to allow people to join. So you can either let them join after you approve it, which will require you to be online to be able to get that approval request. You can reject requests immediately. You just don't want anybody in your realm. Or you can allow direct join. Now, there is a double-edged sword with this. I would be very careful on who you have on your friends list. If you've got some random people possibly you ran some domains with and you thought they played really well, so you've got them on your friends list, because the traveling salesman who appears on the weekends has a limited supply of items. Last weekend, he only had 4 items, and once they were bought, they were sold out. And if your friend joins your realm and buys the items from your traveling salesman, you are going to lose out. You will not be able to buy those items, so be a little cautious with that. If you've got some people on your friends list you don't necessarily trust, I would probably just do the join after approval. That way you can just communicate with your actual friends, and you can get them inside your Serenitea Pot to lop 4 hours off your construction time. So, speaking of which, that traveling salesman will, at least if you're on the floating isle, he'll spawn over here on this little terrace over here. Like I said, last weekend he had 4 different items. Mine had a Azure crane, which, speaking of which, I wish I would have bought it. I ended up letting my friend buy it. I didn't really care about having a crane in my Serenitea Pot at the time, but that crane was worth 100 points. So I really wish I would have gotten it, but I digress. He also sold some rock formations and a Shiba dog, which I picked up the dog. I didn't care about the rock formations, but there's also a weekly battle pass mission that you need to buy 2 items from the traveling salesman in a friend's Serenitea Pot. So not your own. You have to go to your friend's Serenitea Pot and buy 2 items from the traveling salesman on the weekend. So make sure you're getting that done as well for your battle pass points. Now, once you're inside your main building here, Of course, you can design it how you want, once again. But same philosophy here. There is a limit to the number of items you can have, and you want to put the highest value items in first. Try to get your points maximized as much as you possibly can. That way you can just farm that currency and get the higher value items, the better looking items, quicker. So then lastly, one thing I do want to mention, actually there's a couple things I want to mention. The crate furnishing, if you go to the materials, make sure you're paying attention very closely to this user interface, because there's this little recycle button or switch button, whatever you want to call it, on these items. So like this one, for example, if I click that, I have different options on what I can use to create this red dye. By default, it's always on the Serenitea. But if you are running low on Sereneteas, and you're like, crap, I need some red dye for some items, make sure you're paying attention. Click that. You can use valberries, you can use carrots. Same thing with the yellow dye. You can use the coral lapis, or you can use the berries. And the blue dye, we can use mint or wolf hook. So make sure you're hitting that button. If you're running low on a particular material, you can switch it over and use something else. One thing I really wish they would do is once you hit escape, it would bring his dialogue back up automatically instead of having to talk to him every time. That's really annoying. But anyway, the furnishing list here. These lamps hang from the ceiling in your inside your mansion here. If I go to the Realm Depot, furnishings, no, blueprints. Those are a blueprint item. All of these, and they're all blue value. When you place these inside, you're not even going to be able to see them. And there's only certain rooms you can put these in. So when you're in like the main hall there that I was just in, you can't even access these blueprints or these furnishings, because there's no place to put it. It just automatically installs it in the center of the room. So when you're inside your mansion here, you'll see a toggle up here that'll allow you to switch which room after you go into placement mode. Or it's over here on the left. Excuse me, the main hall. So there are different rooms that you can use. And see these lamps. I can't put it in here because I've already got one, but it's worth 60 points. You can't even see it, but it does install it in the ceiling automatically. You can't move it. You can't do anything with it. I don't even know if they're worth more points than what's in there by default. These are the default ones, I'm pretty sure. But I just wanted to bring that up in case you don't want to waste your points or waste your currency and waste your time. There we go. There's one of my new ones. So that's one I replaced. You can see it when you're inside the room, but you cannot see it when you're placing it. You cannot place it in this main hall area, but if you go to the upper corridor, there's another one up there. And like I said, you can change that lighting fixture in every single room. But honestly, I definitely would not. If I could go back, I would not have bought that blueprint. That was silly of me. I really like the look of the light fixture, but I don't think it got me anywhere. I'm pretty sure those light fixtures are worth I don't think it got me anywhere. I am pretty sure those light fixtures are worth the exact same amount of points as the standard light fixtures that are normally there. And so I wasted vials of the Adeptus Seed to speed up my furnishings. I wasted furnishing time creating them. I wasted currency buying the blueprint. I wasted materials making them. When that's something I probably should have done at the after I buy all the blueprints and actually start making my palace here the way I want it. Not something you should prioritize unless you do want to just go for looks, then by all means. But if you're trying to play this as effectively as possible, like I've been saying this entire time, just put your highest value items in. You can try to make it pretty if you want. By all means, go for it. But at the current time, just trying to get that currency up as much as possible, I am just throwing items in, trying to get as many points as possible, try to get up to 30 per hour, which is going to take some time. I am at about 7,470, it looks like. So I'm getting pretty close to the 8,000, going to get up to 22 per hour, but I digress. You can build your Serenitea Pot how you like. Like I said, just try to use your highest value items as much as possible. Anyway, that's going to do it for the Genshin Impact Sims game, the Serenitea Pot. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one.